Their season, starting with the final non-conference game as they take on the Porterville Pirates here today at Lee Smelser Court inside the Cougar Cage. I'm Matt Robinson, glad to have you along with us as always here on the Cougar Sports Network. Well, College of the Canyons, it's been a rough season, rough 2024 so far for COC. The 2024 start was not kind to the Cougars. They just had 4 wins in the first half of the season. Part of the struggle has been injuries, part of the struggle has been some youth, but lately the struggle really has come on the offensive side of the ball for College of the Canyons. When you look at the numbers for the Cougars this season, especially on that offensive side of the ball, it has been a struggle over the last 4 games. They've been held under 50 points, 1-3 over those last 4 games. 46-41 win over Oxnard was their only win those last 4 games. They've only scored over 50 points 4 times this season. They've allowed over 70 points in 5 games, so it's really just been kind of a struggle to get the offense going. We've seen some decent defense at times for the Cougars, but the offense really just has not clicked in quite the way College of the Canyons would have liked, as they take on a Porterville team today where it's kind of been the opposite for Porterville. You look at the numbers for both sides. Porterville averaging 67.6 points per game. They shoot 34% from the field. They shoot 24% from 3, but they've been out-rebounded by almost 10 rebounds a game. Their net efficiency is in the negative as well, and really it's come down to defense for Porterville this season. 72.9 points per game against. That's 85th in the state. They're 83rd in rebound margin. They allow opponents to shoot 38.6% from the field, which is 76th in the state. They've given up 88 threes, which is 78th in the state of California. So for Porterville, it's been a struggle, like we said, on the defensive side of the ball, really, for the Pirates this season. As we take a look at the starting lineups for both sides here, College of the Canyons and Porterville. As it'll be Jada Bravo and Jolie Cibrian, Alexis Vasquez, Andrea Perez, and Danae Banuelos on the offensive or on the floor for Isaac Castro, the first-year head coach of the Porterville Pirates, assisted by William Sewell and Isaac Salazar. On the other side for College of the Canyons, Alyssa Sarandon, Mia Siha, Lena Lee, Viviana Alvarado, and Cyree Piper for Robin Hester in his first season as the Cougars head coach, assisted by Ron Harris and Maddie Knight. This will have the opening tip in just a moment here. Teams getting their final couple of seconds of prep in. For Cyree Piper, just her 6th start of the season. For Lena Lee, this is her first start of the year, so Canyon's still fighting off some injury. We talked about injuries being kind of an issue without Jenny Sanchez today, as she's in street clothes on the bench. Still without Kinapashi, who has not played since November 30th. She's missed 6 straight games. Canyons will be in their whites, Porterville in the blacks. Alyssa Sarandon will likely jump for College of the Canyons against Danae Banuelos. Banuelos, one of the leading point scorers in the state of California this season. 17.9 points per game. It's 23rd in the state. She's got 250 total points coming in, which is 20th in the state. She's been averaging 35.2 minutes per game, which is 25th most in the state. Only shoots 35% from the floor, but expect her to collect the ball a lot. Here's Sarandon, will get it to Piper, who'll put up a little jumper, and good Cyree Piper with the first bucket of the ball game, coming from a little bit of an unlikely source, as Piper less than a point per game this season. That's just her 5th field goal of the year. Canyons forces a miss, and they'll go back to work. There's Mia Seha, who's the leader for College of the Canyons offensively. Seha, 15.7 points per game, is 43rd in the state. Turnover on Canyons, so it'll go back to Porterville. Drea Perez, averaging almost 15 points a game, will bring the ball up the floor for the Pirates. Looking for Banuelos. Instead, we'll play it far side to Bravo. Back into the hands of Perez. Dribbles down towards the corner, kicked it into the corner. Driving and throwing up a shot was Vasquez, no good. Rebound goes out off of Porterville. It'll be Canyons basketball. So just underway here, College of the Canyons and Porterville. Final game of the non-conference season for the Cougars as they get to work against against Antelope Valley on Wednesday to start their conference season. Here's Lena Lee, a little jumper, too strong on it. Sheridan, the rebound, the putback is there. A 4-0 run for Canyons here early on. Melissa Sheridan averaging just under 10 points per game. She shoots 46.2% from the floor. She forces Banuelos to miss off the dribble that time. Canyons will go back to work. Ceja, as we said, averaging 15.7, 43rd in the state. She's made 54 foul shots this year, has done a good job getting to the line. Did not get the opportunity there. She's 17th in the state in foul shots made and attempted this year. She'll guard Bravo, who leaves it for Vasquez, sends it back into the middle of the floor. Perez had to push it off onto the outside to Cibrian, and now she'll go back to work at a half-court offense. Cibrian with it, will get it back to Perez, fakes the handoff, tries to dribble towards the baseline. Piper staying right with her. She misses on the layup that bounces off the rim, and you can see why Porterville has struggled on the rebound game this year. Just really no effort on the glass. A pretty easy rebound for Piper that time as Canyons back to work with a 4-0 lead. Here's Viviana Alvarado. Nearly had it stripped. Lena Lee there to pick it up. Got it to Ceja. Now up top to Sheridan. 2 steps off the dribble. Misses on a right-handed shot. No good. And Banuelos back the other way. Trying to run the fast break. Perez off the glass and good. It breaks a 4-0 run. Perez gets her first bucket of the day. Perez, 35% from the floor this season. As we said, averaging just a shade under 15 as there's Alvarado, her first bucket of the day. Alvarado expected to leaned on heavily for Canyons, especially with Jenny Sanchez. Both her and Sheridan, who averaged just under 10 points a game, really will have to pick it up with Sanchez off the floor as those three kind of spread around as a second option to Ceja. Perez gets her second bucket. It's 6-4 in favor of Canyons. Here's Ceja driving, blocked by Banuelos. It'll stay with Canyons here. Banuelos this year, 28 blocks now. That's 9th most in the state. She has one right there. Alvarado can't get the inbound in as Vasquez defends it. And Porterville back to work offensively here. Perez, who's got all 4 points so far, gets it to Banuelos. Back up top to Perez. She'll try and drive off the Banuelos screen. Gets it to Cibrian, who tries to go baseline against Ceja. A little jump stop in the middle. Needs to move the basketball. Throws one up, no good. Sheridan back the other way off the rebound as she'll lead the fast break on a dribble. Now slows it up, and we'll dump it to Ceja as Canyons will get into a half-court offense. Here's Lee. Trying to take Perez off the dribble. Kicks it to Piper, a little jumper short. Piper from that spot, that's really her location, it seems. Made the first bucket of the ball game, missed there. Stays 6-4. Just about 4.5 in here. First quarter on a Saturday, final non-conference home game for College of the Canyons this season. Final non-conference game overall for the Cougars as they'll get to work against Antelope Valley on January 8th in the Western State Conference South opener. 20 to shoot as that ball knocked out of bounds. Canyons will go back to work offensively here. Alvarado able to get it into Sheridan. Banuelos guarding her out beyond the three-point line. Sheridan will kick to Lena Lee. Lee trying to drive baseline against Perez and then throws it away, thinking Alvarado was going to be there. Just kind of threw it out. Jasmine Bolaños will come in for the first time today to take over for Lena Lee. Both teams just very short benches. For Porterville, it seems as though Crystal Maciel, the only sub for Porterville, is there's a 3, and the Pirates have their first lead of the ballgame at 7-6. Canyons with Lena Lee and Denise Bembo both available. Here's Alvarado, a little runner in the lane is good. Diana Alvarado now. A couple of buckets for her. She's got 4. Canyons back with an 8-7 lead. Here's Benuelos spinning against Sheridan. Thought she drew contact there, but didn't get the call. It was a miss, and Canyons back the other way. Seha will sprint it into the front court. Been quiet so far. 0 for 2 from the floor. Alvarado was 2 for 3, trying to send it down low. Bolaños and Seha both kind of in the area, but neither really ready for it. It's a turnover, and we'll see our first substitution of the day for Porterville as Crystal Maciel will come in. She'll take over for Cibrian. And Janice Benbow up to the table. She'll get her first action at the next opportunity. Perez will bring it into the front court. Benuelos will put up a 3. That's another nice shot from Benuelos. Her first bucket of the day, actually. She knocks down a 3. Benuelos, just 26 of 116 coming in. Shoots just 22% from 3. That gives Porterville their largest lead at 2. Sheridan, top of the key jumper, no good. Perez gonna push the pace. Runs into Sheridan, and a blocking foul going to be called against Alyssa Sheridan here, as she just shuffled her feet backwards a touch. See Sheridan here, never really got her feet planted. They'll bring Andrea Perez to the line. Perez this season, 69% foul shooter, knocks down the first. 40 of 58 coming into today. Perez snapped a 5-game streak of 10 or more points against Santa Barbara City on the 21st of December. This year, though, she's been in double figures 11 times, and on her way here with 5 points early in the ball game. It's a 3-point lead. It's Alvarado, little dribble to her right. Now wants to drive, puts one up over Maciel off the glass. That's no good. Easy board as nobody there for Canyons to contest. Sheridan, a good play, coming back on a long pass ahead. Knocked it down, now she's got it. Kicks it to Seha. Seha, a wing transition, 3-2 strong. Sheridan couldn't come down with the board as it bounces to Perez. And back the other way comes Porterville. Perez driving right into the lane. Nobody there for Canyons as they were a little out of sorts defensively, trying to get back. And an easy bucket for Perez, who's got 7 now on 3 of 5 shooting. Seha had that knocked out of her hands by the defense of Jada Bravo. Perez gonna get a substitution here. Angelique Cibrian coming back in. Lena Lee gonna come in to take over for Janice Benbow here. Sheridan out beyond the 3-point line. Space she doesn't usually occupy, just 1 of 2 from 3. Here's Bolaños, a jumper that's good. Jasmine Bolaños, who averages less than a point a game, just her 5th field goal of the season, knocks one down, gets Canyons back within a possession here. 3 no good from Bravo on the other side. An easy rebound for Seha. Bravo going to try and stay right with her. Seha will send it over to Alvarado. Alvarado wanting to penetrate. Kicks it into the corner. Bolaños, little fake. Now a step. Kicks it to the elbow. Sheridan, a jumper. Doesn't fall. Sheridan able to hustle and steal the rebound out of the hands of Maciel. Dumps to Seha, who's blocked by Maciel. And back the other way comes Porterville. Maciel at 6 foot, easily the tallest lady on the floor for either side today. Holds a 3-inch advantage over anybody out there on the Canyons side. Really a 3-inch advantage over anybody on her side as well, so she's going to be tough to get inside against. Good box out that time from Sheridan, though, off the miss. And with 90 seconds to go here in the first quarter, it's 13-10 lead to Sheridan. Now to Seha, deep two, 22-footer is good. Seha has her first bucket of the ball game. Back within one is Canyons. Cibrian pushes it ahead. Staying along the perimeter, we'll dump it to Banuelos. Banuelos trying to take Seha off the dribble, driving to her right. We'll kick it over. They'll get it up top now to Cibrian. Her and Maciel play catch. They leave. Vasquez wanting to drive. Lee trying to stay right with her. 4 to shoot here now, 3. Porterville needs to get one off. That one was blocked. The shot clock violation on the Pirates. Good defense by Canyons that time. And we'll see substitutions here as Andrea Perez coming back in to take over for Banuelos. Bolaños coming off as Cyree Piper checking back in with 51.6 to go. Canyons trailing 13-12, but they have the basketball here in the first quarter. Alvarado just with pace, driving right to the basket. Put it off the window and no good. Sheridan, another offensive rebound. Great save to find Seha, who couldn't draw the contact. And back the other way comes Porterville. Sheridan has been all over the rim so far today. Already 10 rebounds in the ball game, as she has done a nice job both offensively and defensively. Lee couldn't punch that rebound out. It's pulled back down by Porterville, and a travel called on the Pirates, as Cibrian couldn't keep her feet still. With 19.6 to go, Banuelos will check back in, as Canyons will have the basketball 94 feet away from the offensive bucket. Alvarado and Seha playing catch as they get it across the timeline. 12 to shoot as Seha turns her back to the basket about 50 feet away. Has it stolen by Banuelos, who just waited. Banuelos trying to drive for a late bucket. No, rebound putback falls in for Angeli Cibrian. And it'll be a 3-point Porterville lead, 15-12 at the end of the first period. Second quarter action when we come back here on the Cougar Sports Network.
Whether we're on the move or stuck in one place, it's with us, comforting, healing, and transforming lives. It's the power of you. With 4 world-class hospitals and over 170 clinics across Southern California, together, we're building a healthier community. We're your neighbors, your friends, your family. It begins with you. UCLA Health.
Welcome to College of the Canyons, where students become the success stories of tomorrow. Whether you're already in the workforce or just getting started, our flexible schedules are a game changer. And students don't just earn degrees. They catapult into desirable careers in top 4-year universities for just $46 per unit. Quality education without crushing debt. Ditch the cookie-cutter mold of college and make college work for you. Register now at canyons.edu/schedule.
First quarter in the books, Porterville with a 15-12 lead over College of the Canyons as we get ready for second quarter action here on the Cougar Sports Network. Lee Smelser Court inside the Cougar cage. We thank you for joining us on this first true full week of, or first full Saturday of, I don't even know what I'm trying to say here. First Saturday of January 2025. Oh. It's been a long month already, and we're only 4 days in. We go to work with a 15-12 lead. Bravo trying to drive, puts it off the glass and good. Jada Bravo now with 5 points. Porterville now with a 5-point lead at 17-12. Talked about Canyons struggling to find offense. It's really, as we see it here, continues to be a bit of an issue. They've had some looks. They just haven't knocked anything down in terms of tight shots. 6 of 20 from the floor. Porterville not much better, 7 of 18, but they have a couple of threes. That's the difference right here as Maciel, a little turnaround over the top of Sheridan is good. Maciel, her first bucket of the day. And a 19-12 lead. 7-point lead, the largest of the day for Porterville. It's the Canyons team that wants to take advantage of a Porterville defense that has struggled this season. As we said, one of the worst defenses in the state. So far, they've held Canyons to just 12 points. Here's Seha, who's only got 2 so far, the leading scorer. Missed on a jumper that time. well wide, 1 of 8 for Seha. Seha needs to shoot effectively for Canyons if they want to win. She shoots 30.6% in victories this season, which isn't a striking number, but compare that to 28.1 in losses. She's about the same in terms of three-point percentage in both wins and losses. She actually shoots the three quite a bit better here at home, 27.6% at home compared to 21%. But has struggled so far today, 1 for 7. Banuelos will get it in play. Perez beyond the three-point line, guarded by Cyree Piper. Trying to drive to her left. Piper forced to pass. They work it around to Cibrian. Back to Perez. Perez, a 3, too strong. Sheridan had her hands on it. Maciel poked it out of her hands, and it'll stay with Canyons here now, 12. All right, 19 to 12 with 8:24 to go here in the first half, the second quarter, that is. 3C2A women's basketball. Sheridan from the foul line wanted to penetrate against Maciel. Instead, had to try and kick it back. Perez with a steal before it got to Lena Lee. Perez sprinting right up the middle, throws one up, no good. Sheridan with their 11th board of the ball game. Sheridan now 130 rebounds on the season. Leads the team in rebounds, has an elbow jumper that's good. Give her 4 points. Sheridan's also 4 double-doubles on the year. For today's out, she could very well see her 5th, already with 11 rebounds, which sometimes is the hard part. It seems. Especially for a Canyons team this year that's been out-rebounded by 5 rebounds a game. Here's a 3 that's good from the corner by Angeli Cibrian. Shoots 26.5% from 3. That's her 27th 3 of the season. It stretches the lead up to 8. Sheridan driving off glass, no good. Maciel able to alter that one. Porterville tried to run a fast break ahead, as Vasquez was sprinting forward, but Perez's pass was well out of her reach. At 22 to 14, Canyons will inbound from their own baseline. Murado will bring it up the floor, across the timeline into the front court. Handoff pass from Sheridan, no good. Rebound came right to Maciel after Piper had a beat on it, but it just bounced over her head. Now Perez into the corner. Cibrian, who's already hit 1 from over there, misses on that one. Maciel, count it, and the foul that time. The second foul on Sheridan. We'll keep an eye on that. Sheridan had inside position, but just couldn't get off the floor. Maciel there, and then Sheridan just hands right across the arm. That'll send Sheridan to the bench with 2 fouls. Lena Lee goes as well. So Benbow will come back in along with Bolaños. 10-point Porterville lead, make it 11 points as Porterville will sub Jada Bravo into the game to take over from Maciel. .11-point Porterville lead. Canyons can't get it inside as Banuelos takes it away. She runs right to the basket, lays it off the glass and in. So make it a 13-point advantage now. Melissa Sheridan might be fighting a little bit of a cold. See her on the bench actually getting some treatment from Patty Villanueva. Coach Hester going to call a timeout. We'll break with you as well. 6:05 to go here. 27-14, Porterville in lead. Welcome back to Lee Smelser Court. We continue on here. First half action, College of the Canyons, Porterville College. Women's college basketball. Final regular season non-conference game for College of the Canyons. Going to throw this one away. Foul against Bolaños. Sending Vasquez, who's a 72% foul shooter, 41st in the state in free throw percentage, knocks them both down. 29-14 the advantage. And he's trying to get it inside. Bolaños, her second bucket of the ball game. Little short jumper for her. Getting a stop. They trying to get it to Benbow. Couldn't handle it. The foul. Actually, ball goes out off of Porterville here, so it'll stay with Canyons. Here's a three. Alvarado, no good. Sheridan couldn't come away with it. Seha now sprinting back ahead, 29-16. Alvarado into the corner for three, no good. Air ball, Seha came away with it. Seha has been quiet so far, just 2 points for her. Trying to pick up the pace a little bit here. Now sends it back Alvarado. Alvarado wanting to penetrate, got it to Bolaños. Bolaños dumps back into the corner to Alvarado. 6 to shoot for Canyons. They send it to Seha, who had to just try and save it at the timeline. Instead, it's Porterville going to pick it up, and they'll get an easy bucket and a fast break back the other way by Angelique Cibrian, who's got 7 now. 31-16, 3:35 to go. Porterville leading Canyons. Here's Benbow. Back to Alvarado. Alvarado going to draw contact, and she'll get herself to the line. foul shot is good by Alvarado. Back on the other side, a 3 from Cibrian, who's starting to heat up. She's in double figures with 10. 34-18, the lead in favor of Porterville. Canyons trying to go back to work. Alvarado trying to match a 3, no good. And then Sheridan going to pick up an offensive foul as she ran over Banuelos. It's the third on Sheridan. Will send her to the bench for the final 2:52. As Benbow coming back in. So that's rough with Sheridan, who was good on the glass in the first quarter. There's a 3 as Bravo knocks one down. And it's a 19-point advantage. So Porterville starting to pull away. Foul coming, or a shot clock reset actually needs to be. Nope, no, they gave a foul to Perez, excuse me. There's Alvarado trying to penetrate, kicks it back. Bolaños, a 3 is good. Jasmine Bolaños having one of her best games of the season so far. Already well over her season high. She's got 7 points. Her season high was just 3 against Mission. She knocks down just her second 3 of the year. She's trying to help Canyons climb back in here. Free throws don't connect. Seha back the other way, looking for just her second bucket of the game. A little wild that time, missed. Got her own rebound, kicks it back to Alvarado, who didn't like the look at 3, even though she was wide open. Now she'll look at 1, and that one she missed just off the mark. Canyon still without a 3, or with just 1 3 in the ballgame. That was Banuelos just a few moments ago. And tying up by Cyree Piper, possession arrow with Canyons. Perez back the other way, or Bravo, excuse me, back the other way, an easy bucket. Piper a jumper, no good. 1:05 to go here. Good defensive board that time by Canyons. They try and go back to work here. Alvarado trying to drive. Travel going to be called against maybe on Alvarado that time. Trying to run a fast break off the miss, and Seha will get to the line as Banuelos going to be called for a foul. Seha this season, 65.9% from the line. Gets to the line a lot, just not converting as many as she'd like. Neither foul shot good that time. So Canyons finds themselves trailing by 18. 20 seconds to go here in the first half. Vasquez into the corner, Cibrian for three, no. Maciel had the rebound poked away from her, but gets it back. Sends it up top, Banuelo stepping into a three, no good. Rebound, bounces to Bolaños. Bolaños dribbling herself out of some trouble here. Across the front court, sends up a half-court shot that's no good. And that will bring us to the end of the first half, a 39-21 lead in favor of Porterville. Halftime break. We'll come back with second half action.
Welcome to College of the Canyons, where students become the success stories of tomorrow. Whether you're already in the workforce or just getting started, our flexible schedules are a game changer. And students don't just earn degrees, they catapult into desirable careers in top 4-year universities for just $46 per unit. Quality education without crushing debt. Ditch the cookie-cutter mold of college and make college work for you. Register now at canyons.edu/schedule.
The Jersey Mike's catering box is the easiest way to feed your friends. The hard part is picking your sub. That's why we're having a draft. With the first pick, Sarah from Carolina selects number 13, the original Italian.
You know, I trusted my gut, and that's exactly where the sub's gonna go, so.
Hold on, we've got a trade. Jake traded his second pick with me, because I'm starved.
Freshly sliced subs to go, wherever you and your friends go. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
Whether we're on the move or stuck in one place, it's with us, comforting, healing, and transforming lives. It's the power of you. With 4 world-class hospitals and over 170 clinics across Southern California, together, we're building a healthier community. We're your neighbors, your friends, your family. It begins with you. UCLA Health.
Can I get it Mike's way? What's happening?
your free sub. Enjoy.
That was super weird.
Oh, that? Nah. She just used the Shore points you can now earn from chip and drink purchases to get free sub through the app. Download the Jersey Mike's app and earn rewards towards free subs with every sub, Pepsi, and Lay's you purchase.
Make hosting your next event easy with the Dr. Diane G. Van Hook University Center. With over 30 meeting spaces, wireless video teleconferencing capabilities, food service, and technical support available, the University Center has everything you need to make your next event shine. Conveniently located near the 5 and 14 freeways in Santa Clarita, the University Center offers easy access to local airports and many attractions, making it the ideal meeting place for everyone. To learn more about our rental options or to book now, visit canyons.edu/University Center. 39-21 lead for Porterville as we get ready for second half action. College of the Canyons, Porterville College. Final regular season non-conference game for College of the Canyons here today. Porterville basketball to start here in the second half. Banuelos will send it over to Cibrian. Adagio to Bravo. Back to Cibrian. Out to Vasquez, trying to drive. Up top, Bravo, three-pointer from straight away. Might have been deflected. It'll be Porterville basketball. They have 1 second left on the shot clock. Bravo and Cibrian each with 10 points to lead the way. Bolaños for Canyons with 7. Canyons just 9 of 34 from the field in the first half. Porterville 15 of 30 and 5 of 15 from 3. Canyons did not rebound Porterville 28-22. Don't forget, folks, plenty of action coming up on the Cougar Sports Network. Got a bunch of men's and women's basketball doubleheaders starting January 8th against Antelope Valley, January 11th against Glendale, then back in action on, I think I have the wrong date in there, on the 18th, not the 15th, against LA Valley for a full collection of events, cocathletics.com. Porterville gets a shot off from Maciel before the shot clock expired, but couldn't get it to fall. Alvarado back the other way for Canyons. Gets it to Piper, a jumper that's short from 18 feet. Three, Banuelos knocks it stiff. 42-21 the score in favor of Porterville. Pirates have been rolling throughout here. Took a first quarter lead. The end of the first quarter, 15-12, and have not looked back. Ceja has been silent for the most part today, just 2 points on 1 of 9 shooting. Has a streak of 13 straight games with 10 or more points, but today is just not had it. Cibrian going to check in to take over from Maciel. Canyons with a 20-second reset, back to work with the basketball. Lee trying to drive, lost it. Came to Sheridan, little floater in the lane, no good. Got the rebound, but as she tried to save it, threw it back into play, where it was Vasquez who picked it up. Got it to Bravo, who missed. Bravo will pick up her own rebound. 2 steps. Has it stolen by Viviana Alvarado. Alvarado just sprinting ahead, going right to the basket, off the glass and in. Alvarado now with 8 points to lead the way for Canyons. Still 19 here for Porterville. An 18-point first half advantage. Vasquez tried to work baseline. Instead, we'll get it to Perez. Now back to Vasquez, top of the foul line, no good. As she moved to her right, Sheridan with her 15th board of the ball game. 2 off her season high, which came against Pasadena City. Alvarado looking for more. She's got double figures. 8th time this season in double digits for Viviana Alvarado. She's got 10 points on 4 of 14 shooting. Porterville missed on a good look from Cibrian as she got around Sheridan, who has to be careful with 3 fouls here. Takes away a little bit of the challenge from Sheridan down low. Canyons trying to scratch their way back into this. Seha, 2 big steps, drew contact. Ball stays in play. Piper got it to Lee. Lee wanted to drive, had it swatted out of her hands. Perez driving back the other way. Good pass to find Vasquez. Perez with her 3rd assist. Seha gets just her 2nd bucket. On the other side, off of a sprint to the basket. And Benuelos on the other side gets a bucket. Alvarado moving to her right, 2 steps, had it blocked underneath. There you see Benuelos with the long reach, another block. Perez a 3 on the other side that's no good. It'll be Canyons basketball. A timeout on the floor called by Porterville. Porterville lead 46-27. Canyons with the basketball. 5:39 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Porterville outscored the Cougars 24-9 in the 2nd quarter. Piper, 16-footer, was short. Like the options, though. Canyons trying to get more people involved. There's Benuelos with a deep 3. Benuelos, she doesn't shoot the 3-ball excessively well, does most of her work from inside, but a couple of 3s today from her. She's got 3 triples. It's 5 of 12 from the floor with 13 points. Seha straightaway 3, too strong. Piper the offensive rip. Got it back to Seha, who wants to drive. Spins. Maciel might have got a hand on it. Benuelos strips it from her, gets it back to Seha. Good work on the offensive glass from Canyons that time. And just some extra hustle to get another reset. Seha, Benuelos, 15-footer, too much. Or excuse me, Bolaños, a 15-footer, too much. Benuelos defending. Now she has it. Sheridan alters the shot. Alvarado pulls it away as it came off the backboard. Canyons will set up in a half-court offense here. Seha needs to be careful here with the left hand. Now she works to her left. Got it to Piper. Piper over to Bolaños. Now to Sheridan. Sheridan lost it on the dribble. Back the other way. Bravo. Off the glass and good. So 51-28, the high-powered Porterville offense, doing what it does pretty much all season long. 21st in the state in points per game, 67.6. Should get there with 3:35 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Shooting above their season average at 40% right now. Usually a 34, almost 35% field goal shooting team on the year. They've done a really good job from 3 today, 7 of 18, as Alvarado takes that one away for Canyons. It's better than their 24.9% on the season. Now Piper on the floor. Gave it to Sheridan, and then Sheridan gets run into by Perez. First foul on either side here in the third quarter. Sheridan catches out high. She'll get it to Seha. Got a Piper who was trying to throw it inside to Sheridan, but just threw it away. Perez an easy bucket on the other side. Andrea Perez now with 9 points. Here's Alvarado, a deep three, no good. Rebound, Bolaños, who was bumped into from behind by Cibrian. Both Bolaños and Seha were going after the basketball. East Benbow going to come in to take over for Cyree Piper here. Benbow from the block, got it to Sheridan. Sheridan driving, puts one off the back side of the rim, a little bit too much on it. Back the other way, Porterville once again. Perez inside, Bravo no good. Seha the rebound. She sprints it ahead into the front court, stops it up just inside the three-point line. Now works into a shot to her left, it's good. Seha from 17 feet. She's got 6 points, 5 boards now. Still quite a big lead for Porterville here at 53-29. Perez, Maciel, top of the key. Vasquez back to Maciel, inside, good cut to the basket. Nope, travel gonna be called on Cibrian. Cibrian with a great cut. Had she just kept herself moving, would have been okay, but she kind of stopped herself and then tried to dribble the basketball while she was shuffling her feet and got called for a travel. Alvarado lost it. Had it just poked away by Vasquez. Quick pass ahead to Vasquez. Puts it in around Sheridan, who again has to be careful with 3 fouls in the ballgame. 55-29 the score. Timeout called by Robin Hester. Will break with it. .29, Porterville leading Canyons. Minute 20 to go here in the third quarter. Bolaños, who's having a stellar game, 7 points on 3 of now 6 shooting. Missed an air ball that time. Manuelos back the other way, leading the way with 13 points. Leads all scorers on the floor. 14th time Banuelos has been in double figures this season. 5 points or 5 rebounds and 5 assists off a triple-double right now. Foul against Viviana Alvarado, her second. Vasquez goes to the line. Second trip to the line today for Vasquez. 2 for 2 on her first trip. Broadcaster jinx works, as it usually does, for no matter who's shooting. Makes the second, though. It only works for one of two. 56-29, under a minute to go here in the third quarter. Ceja. Sheridan. Off the glass, no good. Ceja, the offensive rebound. Alvarado now to Benbow. Laños. Back to Sheridan. Drops it off for Ceja. Cuts to her left and is fouled on a reach-in by Jada Bravo. Second foul on Bravo. Here's Sheridan. 15-footer is short. Benbow pulled the rebound down, ran into some trouble as she ran right into Alvarado. Forces a pass to Sheridan, who goes baseline. Tried to send it to Bolaños. Now to Benbow. Top Ceja. Driving. Kicked it into the corner. They get it back up to Alvarado. Over to Ceja, who her and Sheridan kind of collected into one another. And Ceja knocks down a three. First three of the ball game for Ceja, just the second for Canyons. And there's a buzzer-beating attempt that does not fall. 56-32 the score, Porterville leading. .32 the score, Porterville leading Canyons. As we go to the fourth quarter here. Gets a stop on the first defensive set here of the fourth quarter. Now they go to work offensively. Benbow kicks back Alvarado on the far wing, sends it into the corner. Benbow, she'll put up a three. No good. Bolaños the rebound. Skips it inside. Alvarado to the glass. Couldn't get it to fall. And then Sheridan going to get it called for an over-the-back foul as she ran into Sibri. And that's the fourth foul on Alyssa Sheridan, with 9:09 to go here in the fourth quarter. Porterville back to work. Maciel to Vasquez. Canyons in his own defense here. Maciel just dumps to Benuelos, who was running free. Benbow was trying to stick with her and just kind of got lost in the defense. an easy bucket for Danae Benuelos, who's got 15 now. 6th straight game with 10 or more points. She's on a streak of 4 games with double-double, 4 straight games with a double-double, but right now 5 boards and 5 assists away from that. Here's Alvarado, wing 3, no. Alvarado struggled from 3 today. 0 for 7. Sheridan gets a takeaway, dumps Benbow 2 steps. Fouled by Maciel, and Benbow will go to the line. Jada Bravo coming back in to take over for Maciel. Benbow this season at the line. Just 1 of 2. No points today. 0 for 1 from the floor. 0 for 1 from the line. 0 for 2 from the line as she misses both. Canyons had backed everybody off. Benuelos give her another bucket. That'll be her 15th point of the day. Ceja, who's got 9, a point away from stretching her streak of 13 straight games in double figures, but she turned it over. Cibrian back the other way. Inside, Bravo misses. Ceja a rebound, her 7th. Sprinting it ahead. Stops up in territory, gets it to Sheridan. Sheridan back to Ceja, who will back it off as she didn't catch it cleanly. Gets it to Alvarado, who's 0 for 8 from 3 today. Benbow draws a foul. Goes against Alexis Vasquez. Somebody in the crowd down there not happy. Youngster wants to go run around. Ceja draws contact and will get to the line. Ceja today, 0 for 2 from the line. 1 of 2 will get her into double figures for the 14th game to start the season. She does that, she completes that. Ceja, the leading scorer, as we talked about for Canyons. 214 points this year. Give her 215 as she makes them both. .8 advantage here for Porterville. Perez had the last bucket, gets a steal as she reads the pass. Sends it to Cibrian underneath Bravo, fouled by Sheridan. And that'll be the 5th foul on Alyssa Sheridan. Robin Hester going to talk to his team here as he's given the correct amount of time. And it'll be foul shots for Jada Bravo here. And the day for Alyssa Sheridan, 4 points, 15 boards, 4 assists. Bravo, a 25% foul shooter, 4 of 17 now on the season. makes one of two. Lead is 29. Porterville looking for their 6th win of the season. For Canyons, they would lose for the 10th time, drop to 4-10. They've lost 3 of the last 5. And 8 of their last 10. Started the season 2-1, had wins over San Bernardino Valley and Pasadena City. The loss to San Jose City in between there. But they scored just 28 points. And that's a San Jose City team that's looked down as one of the better teams in the state this year. As they have been for the last couple of years, 14-2 this season. San Jose City, and they've won 11 straight. And since then, it's just been a struggle. Losses to LA Valley, Riverside, Chaffey, LA Mission, Fullerton, the #1 team in the state in Sequoias, Long Beach and Palomar. Sequoias dropped to 105 on Canyons. Benbow no good on 3. Piper the rebound. Sends it back to Benbow. Gets it back to Sejas. Canyons continuing to compete. It's the one thing we can say for them. Even when out of games, they try and continue to play hard. That's something Robin Hester preaches into them every single day. Tyree Piper, I believe, going to get a chance at the foul line here. Take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard while we have a moment. Refresh it here, actually. San Jacinto a 59-56 win over Rio Hondo today. Victor Valley blew out Palo Verde 86-56. Miracosta getting blown out by, or got blown out by Santa Barbara 81-52 at Miracosta. Antelope Valley losing to LA Trade Tech 68-49 at home right now. Bakersfield and Fresno City in a tight one, 33-32. That is all the scores that have been posted or given so far. Interesting, the Glendale Cerritos game canceled, considered a no contest. Wonder what happened there. Canyons gets a stop. Seja gets stripped though, as Perez takes it away from her. Perez misses getting to the glass. Benbow pulls down the rebound. Runs into double team trouble, gets tied up. It'll be a possession arrow in favor of Canyons. Cougars out rebounding Porterville 49-34 right now. So it's not as though Canyons has not done a good job on the glass today. They just haven't been able to convert well. 14 of 60, 2 of 15 from 3. Porterville with 7 triples in the ball game, 7 of 19. Right on cue for Canyons. A 3-pointer good. Nice by Janice Benbow, her first of the game, and matches her season high. There's Seja for 3, no good. Benuelos. He's for Jada Bravo. Into the hands of Vasquez. Vasquez around Lena Lee. Off the glass, no. Seja pulls down a rebound through contact. She has a double-double now, 11 points, 10 boards. Dumps it off to Benbow, who missed it. And back the other way comes Porterville. Benbow took a stumble. She tripped over Cyree Piper. Jada Bravo with the bucket, a timeout. Benbow gonna sub out. Seha just her second double-double of the season. The other one came against Desert, 18 points, 11 boards in that game. 11 points, 10 rebounds today. Three is short. Outlet ahead, Bravo. To Perez. Taken away. Jump by Bolaños. Seha in an half-court set will slow things down. Bravo with 15, Banuelos with 15 and 8. Perez with 11 and 6, Cibrian with 10 and 9. Seha thought she had contact there. Banuelos had it knocked out of her hands by Alvarado. It'll stay with Porterville here. Robin Hester wants a timeout. 2:48 to go, we'll break with it. Porterville basketball. Maciel off the inbound. Banuelos will get an assist, her 6th of the ball game for Maciel. Now 9 points. Her season high. Last time she scored, her season high previously, excuse me, was 8 points against Gavlian. Back to Alvarado. Alvarado draws the foul. Called against Andrea Perez, her second. Alvarado makes one of two. Canyons gets a takeaway. Seha a 3 in transition, too strong. Alvarado the rebound. Lee driving a layup, didn't fall, but it's a good look that time for Canyons. Banuelos pulled down her 9th rebound of the day. And then Cibrian gets her 12th point. 6 off her season high, which she did twice this season of 18. Alvarado. Maciel contested it. Banuelos there to help it out. 10 to shoot here for Canyons as Seha backs off. Top of the key jumper, too strong. went off the hands of Banuelos. So it would have been the double-double for her to make it 5. Actually, she's got a double-double, excuse me. Now the stats ticked ahead. 15 points, 10 rebounds, 5 straight games for Danae Banuelos with a double-double. She's had 11 or 12 of them so far this season. Lassen, Desert, Compton, Gavilan, Bakersfield, Long Beach, Cuesta, Diablo Valley, Cerritos, Imperial Valley, Santa Barbara City, and then, of course, today against Canyons. Final 25 seconds of the ball game here. 69-43, Porterville going to take the win over Canyons. They'll move to 6-9 on the year. Canyons will fall to 4-10 and get ready for conference play on Wednesday against Antelope Valley. Jasmine Banuelos with 9 points, or Bolanos, excuse me, with 9 points today. Had a nice game, Bolanos. And that will do it for us here today. 69-45 the win for Porterville. Canyons will get ready for conference play on Wednesday against Antelope Valley. We hope to see you there for it on the Cougar Sports Network. Have a good one, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.